Shout out to Ray. This is Open Bar Podcast. We're back again. Another episode. I'm not gonna start. I'm gonna stop counting now because at this point we doing this for real.
For sure.
This is Ricardo, my other host Gino.
Hola.
Hola, bienvenidos. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for checking us out, man. Man, we just came from a roll where we're just having a few guests.
Hell yeah, I know.
So now we're trying to roll by ourselves, see what could be a little entertaining ourselves. I'm gonna start off with the beer, dude. I got so excited when I saw this because I've been looking for this beer for like over a year. Like I found it and I fell in love with it. I even took a picture and then I couldn't find it ever again. I know what you're laughing at. Either way, it's called it's by Martin House Brewing Company. Again, just sponsor us already, fam. But Mega Fast Jellyfish, a sour beer, and I don't know. I just fell in love with the sweetness and sour to it. You try to drink it already?
Yeah, I tried it.
And by the way, this I just realized today. 10% alcohol value.
I just saw it right now. I was like, holy shit, 10%.
10%, yeah.
Because I saw it was only a 4-pack. I was like, all right, they have to be a high percentage if it's a 4-pack.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's got to be. Fuck. So I like the flavor a lot. They changed up the.
I taste the pineapple.
They changed up the design a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
The aftertaste to me it tastes weird.
Or it says with lactose. Aren't you lactose intolerant? Is that?
I should be okay though.
I didn't think about it. I was like, isn't that just in milk and dairy products?
I should be okay though.
It's probably just flavoring. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's just flavor. I doubt they mix milk with the alcohol.
Why
I don't know.
Why not?
If you see me running to the restroom, you know why. In like the next 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, that tastes like a pineapple soda.
Like the beginning taste of it doesn't taste too bad, but that aftertaste, like kind of towards the end, I don't know, it has a weird.
You don't like it?
Not right now.
It's got a good kick to it.
I don't know,
dude. Fucking good. 10%,
it's okay.
10%.
A pineapple sour, like.
I'm glad I'm sharing this with you because a 4-pack, I could run through a 4-pack. I mean, I don't feel the 10%.
Not yet.
So, yeah, not yet. But, on a hot day or just having a few.
Which is right now?
4 of them is not too much. So, if I fucking drink 4 of those, I'll be having a tough day tomorrow. It don't matter. Again, Martin House. Recommend them. They got a lot of good beers, a lot of good sours.
Yeah, they got a wide variety of things.
Yeah, from Texas,
Fort Worth, right? Fort Worth, Texas. So, yeah, shout out to them. We have a bunch.
We wanted to bring it up, Gino. What we're gonna talk about?
Yeah. So, for people who don't know, we also do a music review. We do it on this channel. So feel free to go look back at our previous ones. But we've been struggling coming up with a name. So we didn't know what to call that show or whatever. We didn't know what to call it. And one day, whenever we recently dropped the Black Pumas episode, and while I was doing the hashtags, I just came up with, I was like, oh, two guys, one album, because that's what it is. and he saw the hashtag and was just like, yo, I fuck with that name. He's like, why don't that become the name of our show?
Yeah.
And we were like, and he was just checking through the hashtag. He's like, nobody has this.
Yeah, don't steal that shit from us.
Yeah, don't be stealing it, because now that's going to be our name for the...
Copyright that shit.
For the show.
Two guys, one cup. Wait, one album.
2 guys, one album. Not 2 guys, 1 cup, because I'm sure that's out there, and I do not want to see that. Don't be sending that to me.
I don't know. We want those viewers, man. I don't care if they're looking for the wrong thing, but they're like, oh, somehow I ended up on this review channel. You know what? They're not too bad.
There you go. But for people who don't know the joke or the inside joke behind it,
Yeah, I keep on laughing. I don't know, cause yeah, by now like that video's got to be old.
because I remember I saw it in high school. At least like '07, I had to like seen it.
Holy shit! So yeah, that was probably like a big thing that just scarred millennials. Probably all these young people don't know.
What's crazy? Because I think that's kind of one of the very first reaction videos on YouTube where people would just tell their friends and like they'll video record it and just to get their reaction.
Yeah.
I think, don't quote me, but I think that's kind of one of the very first, or at least popular ones.
Well, it's got to be because that's when YouTube started, like around the time we were like barely in high school.
Yeah.
So.
Because I remember Family Guy made a parody whenever like. Was it Brian showing Stewie it, and he had like the whole video, and he's like videotaping it, and he's just like laughing at his thing. Even I think Joe Rogan. There's a video of Joe Rogan seeing, you know, in case anyone doesn't know,
Two Girls,
One Cup. Yeah, that's the main. That's the. If you haven't seen it,
if we got any young viewers in here,
go watch it.
Yeah, Two Girls, One Cup. It's just an entertaining video, viral.
It's only a minute long.
Yeah, it's a viral video. Man, you know exactly how long it is.
Yeah, I remember. I remember it was like a minute. I think it was like a minute and like a second or two.
But see, like, what kind of shit like were we on like fucking high school where we were like, oh yeah, look at this, and then it was like, everybody, you should watch it too. like I don't know, like how did it go from like
because I don't
this
think,
is not something you want to watch, and then everybody was like, let's watch it.
I don't think nobody maybe at that time period seen anything like that, and. I don't know. Everybody was just like, yo, you got to watch this. This is like, it's the most disgusting shit, but I want to see you react to it because, I don't know, that's just like you just telling your friends, like, watch this stupid shit.
It is some shit.
Because I remember hearing it from school, you know, friends, whatever, and then I told Cody, I was like, hey, Cody, you should watch this. I remember he came by to my place one time. He came over to my house, and I showed it to you can even ask him. Cody just probably was like, "The fuck are you showing me this for?" And then I know for a fact Cody ended up showing that to somebody else, and you know that's how it just goes down, word of mouth.
That's how viral videos started back in the day.
Yeah, that or just post it on your MySpace. Yo, watch this video. They just send it through the MySpace.
Is that where you watched it or what?
No, I didn't see it through MySpace.
I don't think I saw it till late. I knew what it was.
I knew what it was too. I was like, fuck it. I'll go ahead and watch it.
Yeah.
Especially how it starts off. You know, you just hear that piano. I think that's right.
Sure.
I think it's just like a piano, just kind of like.
You've seen this a few times. Keep going. It's all good. It's all good. You did your research.
Yeah, I did research. Yeah, I did show a few people that was like, yo, you gotta watch this. But yeah, it's considered a classic. A classic video for millennials.
It's got to be for millennials. I don't think our parents know about it. You think they know about it?
Unless
like
people showed it to
like
them.
People like our parents.
I don't even know if my brother ever seen it. I gotta ask my brother. You ever seen Two Girls, One Cup? Because if not, I'm sending him the video.
I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, well, because see, my brother's a bit older. He's is he considered a millennial? Yeah, he's considered a millennial, but he was born in the 80s.
Yeah.
So, but see, I don't know if he's seen that video. I'm gonna ask him though, right? After this podcast, I'm gonna ask him. And if not, I'm gonna
text him right now. Maybe he'll text you within less than an hour. I want to find out. I don't know. Once we start promoting this podcast, I'm gonna start by asking like the fucking question on Instagram. Have y'all seen Two Girls, One Cup? I just said that so I could use that little clip. They'll be like, why are we into this? Two guys, one album. Yo, if somebody would like to give us a comment what album we should review. We just did our Black Pumas, an album that we loved. Loved. But I would like to listen to something different, something get introduced to an artist or an album that is good to somebody. So give us some recommendations. Don't tell us Certified Lover Boy. We're not going to review that shit. We are going to talk about it for a little bit. We got to. I mean, it just dropped a week ago, right?
Yeah, it dropped last week.
A week ago. So we're a week after the GOAT, Mr. Champagne Pappy, Mr. Certified Lover Boy, dropped another classic.
No. No. I've literally heard that album once.
Oh man, you be hating on Drake, dude.
No, I'm not even hating on it. It's okay. Like the songs that he I don't know, the songs that I liked, but I didn't feel like listening to it again. I don't know. I'll probably go back and listen to it again, honestly. I just haven't done it yet. I was like, I'll do it one day.
You know how I feel about Drake. I wasn't gonna listen to it, but that night, Thursday night, this chick that I was texting was like all excited waiting for Drake. I was like, oh yeah, me too. So wrong.
But there's some good songs on there. I did like what's the one with Ross and Wayne? You Only Live Twice.
YOLO Twice.
Yeah. So I did like that. I liked the beat. The beat was nice. I like the introduction. Champagne poetry.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the beat on it. I like what is it? Like he had like a beat switch kind of during the middle. I fuck with that song.
Well, yeah. Like I'm not gonna lie. With every Drake album, I start off with at the beginning like fuck it, I'm gonna give Drake a chance again. And usually by like track 3 or 4, I'm like, I'm out. So
yeah, because Drake just stays, kind of comfortable in his lane. So like, what you're gonna get and expect from a Drake album.
But I didn't even get to finish my thought. I was trying to get to the. I told you like this album, I actually listened to the whole thing. I'm surprised because it's got 21 fucking songs. That's a lot of Drake songs. Like
that is a lot.
Yeah, I think it just. The song selection, the structure of it, maybe did it for me because it didn't start off fucking slow with him all this R&B shit. I think if he would have started with that, I'll be like, I'm out. Champagne Poetry was a good intro track. Pappy's Home, that name is so.
Yeah, to me that's a skip.
Yo, but like that Champagne Poetry, I just remember that's the one that's got that Masego beat.
Oh yeah.
So man, I was just happy.
Which one did he do? Do you know if he did like the first part?
The first part,
oh,
like
okay.
like the whole saxophone, he pretty much just used the same beat.
Oh okay.
As Masego, so he got production credits on that. So
I didn't see that.
I was happy for him, and then my boy Givian. It's on track 4.
That's a good song. I really enjoyed his part. Yeah, honestly, man. I think he was the shining star of the song.
Hell yeah, nah, man, fucking. I gotta go and dig that clip back. Last time we talked about Drake is whenever he did that Chicago freestyle.
Yeah, Chicago freestyle.
And he was on the vocals from that. And I've been talking about Givian, and Givian's been killing it. That song with Justin Bieber. His album did really good.
Yeah, his album doing good.
But yeah, up to like that point, even the verse by JC, I thought
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Well, yeah, but I sounded too Mexican. I said JC. That's another dude. Jay-Z. I liked it. Of course, he had to have his Travis Scott feature. All these features, man, like on these albums, dude. Like, just come on, dude. Like,
they're feature heavy.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
He has the budget to,
to do it.
And
then fucking Drake's dropped so many albums already. Like, yeah, I guess he could do what he wants.
Yeah.
But one thing I did like about Drake on this album or during this period is just like his cockiness and confidence. Even if I'm a hater of his music, like he's the biggest artist in the world. That fucking Way Too Sexy song. I kind of like it. Like, oh man, I can't believe it. It's so chill.
I remember when the very first time I heard that song, I was like, I think by the time like Future's part was like during Future's part, I'm like, yo, I kind of want to skip this. Like, I'm not feeling this song. I just let it play. I was like, fuck it. Let me just listen to it. But then a few hours later, he drops the music video. And I saw the music video. And I was like, okay, the music video is pretty dope.
The music video is
like the music video is dope.
Awesome.
I fuck with it. But then I'm like, okay. It kind of made me like appreciate the song a bit. I'm like, okay, I can see it, but I think the song is too long though. Like,
yeah, like I don't know. Somebody thought of the concept and they really just went in there like, oh, that's funny. Let's not try it at all because I don't know. The hook itself just made the song. The sample, it's not a sample, but like they copy the Way Too Sexy.
Yeah,
whatever. But yeah, that's fucking Drake.
But don't forget, San Antonio got a shout out. San Antonio got a shout out, but it wasn't by him. He took a sample from a Houston DJ, OG Ron C, and he just placed that clip, in the beginning. So like he was just shouting out all the women's in like Texas, and he gave San Antonio a shout out. I was like, wow, San Antonio got a shout out kind of on a Drake song. I was like, that's pretty cool. And
not all San Antonio, just the San Antonio girls.
Oh yeah, just the San Antonio ladies.
The cutest girls all over the world.
I just see them on Twitter. They just took that and ran with it because
let them enjoy their moment. I see what the fuck Drake be doing, man. Because Drake's so fucking big. All it takes is for him to say something about San Antonio girls, and then the whole fucking city now is gonna go and buy their album, and now they're like, oh my god, Drake's gonna come to San Antonio, AT&T Center, let's fucking sell this shit out. Like, I bet you he's done that all over the fucking album. Just mention a random city and all the girls in there just fucking go
ape shit.
Ape shit. I see you, Drake.
I remember seeing like a tweet. They were just like, "Oh, Drake mentioned
he never been to Fiesta. He don't know the kind of girls who be seeing.
It was like they're gonna start making shirts down in Culebra with like certified lover boy shit.
Hell yeah, certified lover vato.
Yo, you just see a bunch of San Antonians with like the
with the little heart. Yeah,
the heart. They're gonna be like, yeah.
No, all those San Antonio girls are gonna give that haircut to their sons.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah,
but
all the single mamas.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm done with Drake.
No. All right. So, what were you gonna say?
I was like, Drake is all. I feel like Drake's. He's always dropping singles and albums like constantly. So like, whatever he's gonna drop next, I'm always gonna look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
we'll be here to talk shit about it.
Yeah, like, well, whether it's good or bad, like, I don't know. Drake is comfortable. That's cool.
So who won the Donda versus Certified Lover Boy competition?
I don't care.
Who won? We care about who wins. We don't care about. Come on, who won? Who had the best album?
If I'm saying who had a better album, I'm going with Kanye because I just like, I just sonically liked it.
Wrong.
Better.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know.
Because that album, when I first heard Donda, I was like, okay, I kind of want to play this back, even though it was long. Like I didn't mind playing it back. I at least enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I bumped Certified Lover Boy like 2-3 times, but now looking at it, I don't think I ever will again. Maybe I'll save that "You Only Live Twice" song. That song does go hard, man.
The song is dope.
Like the beat is like that.
It's like that Lord knows kind of like style.
Lord. Oh yeah, pretty much. I didn't know what to expect from like "You Only Live Twice." I'm like, come on, give us another anthem.
I fuck with it. He had that song 7 a.m. is somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Where that whole song's a diss to Kanye. But that song is dope.
A diss to the Kanye and to all that that puto.
but that song is dope though. Like I like the beat and I like the flow.
Hold on.
And he was rapping his ass off. I'm like, hey, I like when Drake is on his rapping shit. I like when Drake is on his pop shit too. It just, I don't think there was a lot of good pop shit. He didn't have a lot of cringy bars. I don't remember it because
I'm looking it up right now.
But I remember hearing a lot of cringy bars. Everybody knows the whole, "Oh, you a lesbian? Girl, I'm a lesbian too." I think everybody knows that bar.
Drake came out as lesbian.
Drake came out as lesbian. That was headline news.
And we accept Drake, because we are all about acceptance and
I don't judge.
Inclusion.
Hey, if he's lesbian, he's lesbian.
Yeah.
Are you lesbian?
I'm a lesbian too. Fuck it.
We're all lesbians.
Okay. Might have some decency. Don't move like a puto. Could at least keep it a buck like Antetokounmpo. Yes. Both Kanye and Drake got a fucking Antetokounmpo lyric on them. And I feel it's just for the meme too, because everybody would like imagine if Drake waiting to have a line by him, and then Kanye did it.
Yeah, but he didn't rhyme that. He just said like keep it a buck like Giannis or something like that.
But still, they both talk about
Hey,
Giannis.
nobody rapped at least his last name though. Nobody rhymed his last name. I think from what I know, Drake is the first person that I've heard rhymed his last name.
Yeah.
Everybody always just said Giannis. So.
Yeah, Canadian used the Spanish word to rhyme. Puto.
Hey, it's clever. Hey, I'll give him I'll give him.
And then he said
points for that.
risotto, mucho, kudos, nouveau. There you go. Bars. Yo. But yeah, fuck those 2 albums. Cause man, like all that fucking hype for so long and all them fighting and all who's gonna release this album, them trolling each other, them fucking beefing, all for these fucking mediocre ass, pretty low bar albums.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a pretty good album. You haven't listened to it, man, but like today, an album I was excited to listen to, Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar's cousin, right?
Yeah. Cousin.
Yeah, man, he dropped a new album.
I think this is his debut album. I believe. I think he dropped a mixtape like back in 2019. So this, I think, it's considered his debut.
It's got to be because it dropped on a major label.
Is it under that Kendrick shit?
Let me see.
PF. What is it? Not PF Chang, but like PF Lane.
PG Lane.
PG Lane. Is it under that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby Keem and
PG debut studio album.
PG Lane under Columbia, Sony.
Okay. Cool.
Either way, but like coming off of that Kendrick video, the Kendrick feature, Family Ties,
fire.
where they both just killed it.
Fire.
He came off. I mean, coming off of the momentum, also being on Donda, one of my favorite songs. On Open Bar Playlist, check it out. Where else was he at? He's got just a few months ago, he dropped a single, Do Rag Activity with Travis Scott. So like, he's been out there.
Yeah, he's been building up at least like the buzz and momentum. So like, I think it's honestly a great time to release it.
It was like the perfect time to release it. Like, yeah, because coming off of that momentum, especially if he's to drop a good album, people already at least are curious to see where his sound goes. So I don't know, man. It slaps.
So I haven't heard it yet. I mean, I've only heard 2 songs.
Yeah.
I've heard Family Ties.
Yeah.
And then this morning I checked out the Range Brothers with Kendrick as well.
Ooh.
So only 2 songs I've heard. I will check out the album.
Well, I mean, I've only heard it once fully. It just came out today. But I just wanted to mention at least this album because this is a young artist who's probably about to start reaching his prime. And I don't know if it's now or soon because he's got some potential. When we're over here talking about Drake and Kanye, who already did a lot, right now they're at a comfortable point, honestly, where they're just like, I don't know. It's not their best work, in my opinion. So why not check out this guy who's got like an actual pretty good sound and idea where his sound wants to go. There's a song in there. I can't remember what it is. And I was like, man, this is tripping me out. It sounds like if Drake and Kanye made a song together. it had like a sound of like the old R&B singing Drake.
Yeah.
And then some like my dark
Beautiful Twisted Fantasy
sound, but like on that very celebratory type beats. I don't know, man. Some very Kanye stuff. But also, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect from him because the very first song I heard from him, he was on some auto-tune stuff. Then with Kendrick, he's rapping. And all over this album, he's got some different sounds, so he's got some range.
I think it was Range Brothers. Whenever I was listening to it, like at least his like voice kind of reminded me a bit of Playboy Cardi in a sense.
Oh yeah. There's a song like that.
Where like when I was hearing it, I was just like, I'm getting Playboy Cardi like vibes just by his voice, like the way like with the auto tune and everything. That's what I was like thinking. I was like, oh, this kind of sounds like Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, no, I totally know what you're talking about. I can't think of the song, but I was listening to it. I was like, yo, that sounds like Playboy Cardi. And it's not like we're Playboy Cardi fans, but like we know how he sounds like. But yo, what do you think of that song with Kendrick?
Okay, so I heard, I guess yesterday, I heard like just a little snippet of it. It was like top of the morning, and I honestly thought I thought he said top of the morning and somebody
And it
just
just got
looped it,
looped.
and I just thought it was looped. So when I checked it out this morning, 5 a.m. this morning, I'm listening to it, and it just went, I think it was like a beat switch or something. It just went like different, and then that part just came, and I was like, wait, this is, I was like, this is how it's going. I was so confused, but I was like cracking up, and I was like, I have to listen to this again, because I don't know, like the beginning part was cool, and then like it just turned like, like 4 minutes in, and
Yeah, it just turned into like a separate, like a.
but that shit had me cracking
second
up
part
though.
of us. It was okay. Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know, man.
They're
Like,
having fun.
I
It seems like they're having
guess.
fun, and I'm like, that's cool. Hey, I'm glad Kendrick's having fun. When was the last time you seen Kendrick on a song having fun?
I don't know if that's how. Have you seen him? How he's all weird, still fucking being all incognito and shit.
Hey, we're still in a pandemic. I don't mind him masked up, bandana up,
He's
whatever.
just too. He's just too like too reserved. Like I want to know what the fuck he's up to. What I don't know. Either way,
Maybe
like,
saving that for the album.
but he did have like a full verse before it turned into whatever that was. Because he was
he knows the meme. He knows the meme.
But yeah, the meme, right? Because he was like, "Give me that pussy." You hear that? I was like, that was
Yo, his ad libs, because they were kind of going back and forth, him and Baby Keem. Mm-hmm. And I think Baby Keem said something. He was just like, "Yeah, we're not the same." And you just hear Kendrick's like, "Yeah, that's Baby Keem." Like, so I'm just like, okay, Kendrick knows the meme now.
Well,
like,
yeah,
he understands it,
yeah,
and he knows. Because this morning on Twitter, that's all I was just seeing. Top of the morning, like.
Oh man, whatever. But yeah, like I don't know. It's got me curious. I feel like Kendrick is gonna be messing around with like you've heard the delivery of both songs on this album. It's like different, you know.
Yeah, his voice, his delivery is different. So
yeah, so like I don't know if that's like a different thing that he's going towards. Either way, man. I hope like he's using this momentum too to get us ready for like an album soon too, because I need it.
Yeah, maybe just him working with his cousin is like, he's a younger artist. Maybe he's tapping into like the younger sound. I don't know. Like maybe he's trying to like experiment with. I don't know. Maybe just the different from like what he's been doing. So like, it should be good for him.
I think so, because you saw that shit where apparently he registered a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
I'm ready, man. Imagine
The whole world will be ready.
Imagine what a great year it would be if he dropped it on this year too.
Yeah, because like just think about all the artists who dropped this year. Like, the Tyler, Cole, Drake, Kanye. And then like Kendrick, like, of course, like the big main three, will release an album, but then like Tyler released a great album this year, and I don't know, a bunch of people.
Kendrick, come on, make this pandemic year worth it.
My brother said, unfortunately, he's seen it.
Wag. Send it to him just in case.
You need a reminder?
Yeah, just send it to him. Like, here you go. Remember? But do you remember? Do you remember? Ask him, where were you when you watched it? What year were you?
That's funny. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna give this album a listen. I'm off tomorrow, so most likely I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. I didn't want to listen to it at work.
It's got some bangers, man.
No, I bet.
And it's got some really good song ideas. Like, he's got different flows. He could sing. He could on some auto-tune stuff. There's some real like some beats that are not necessarily like all hip hop, more like a pop. I don't know, man.
No, yeah.
It's gonna be good.
I'm excited to check it out. I talked to some people at work that heard it, and they were all liking it. So, yeah, I just didn't want to listen to it at work, and
yeah, now we can focus on the good albums. Now that Drake and Kanye are out,
yeah,
we can stop beefing now. And
yeah, those albums are just like, oh, you heard it for that 1 week? Okay, cool. Let's not listen to those ever again. Out type albums.
I don't know. Your girl will. They'll be listening. I wasn't pointing at you. I was pointing at the camera. That's what it is, man. He knows his audience. It's all good.
No, yeah, for sure. I wonder if he's gonna tour off this.
Of course he is. He's gonna bring out Drake. I mean, a feature with him.
My girl was like, "What the hell are you listening to?" We're on the way to the coast.
Oh, with Certified Lover Boy?
Yeah, and she was like, "You need to cut that shit out."
She don't like it? She a real one. But just play her Way Too Sexy. You're gonna hear her on the radio anyway.
I've already heard it.
Yeah? Nah, I ain't gonna listen to no radio.
I've already heard it.
I haven't had a chance to see if anything else dropped. Any new music?
Yeah, I haven't really checked. But that was one of like the main artists that I've seen drop an album. But yeah, I haven't checked out anything.
This shit's so good. What do you think? No?
Yeah.
It seems like you're taking it slow,
yeah,
man. You don't
slow.
fuck with it. Or
Come
on. I thought I already converted you to like sour beers.
I do like sour beer, but this one, I don't know. It's
got like a very first early sweet stage. Like,
I don't even think it's. I don't mind the sweetness. I think it's just the aftertaste. It tastes.
It's got to be the lactose, man.
Maybe.
You lactose.
Nah, I got toes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like them.
You don't like them? Crack. Hold on. Let me read this shit. I want you to die, man.
Fam, I'll be good. I used to drink a lot of milk back in my day. My brother would just send me emojis of just shit and throw up. I was like,
You just brought up it's just a happy moment in his life. When life was simple. Life was simple. All you had to do was go on with your day. No worries. Show up to school. Everybody's talking about 2 girls, 1 cup. I didn't have internet back then, so I'm like, what are they talking about? How am I going to see it? Until I finally saw it. It's worth the wait.
yeah. And yeah.
All right, let's make a completely absurd change the subject. Today is September 10th. Guess what tomorrow is? Saturday.
It is.
But you were talking about, man, I don't want to go into this laughing because it's not a laughing matter.
Yeah.
All right. Tomorrow's 9/11. The 20-year anniversary of 9/11?
Yeah.
Holy shit, we're old.
Yeah.
That whenever you said that, that's the first thing I saw. We're fucking old. 20 fucking years.
Yeah, that happened 20 years ago.
Yeah.
No, because the reason why I was like bringing this up, because, 20 years, a lot especially a lot of millennials, we all grew up with 9/11. I'm sure you did too. That shit, I'm sure it played a different parts in everybody's lives, whatever. But I was like, so when it happened, I was in 5th grade when it happened, but I was like thinking, I was like, I was wondering, I was like, were you still in Mexico whenever that happened?
Hell yeah.
So like, how, if you remember, like how was it like over there, since you're not in America, but like I'm sure like the news, because here like news, it was 24/7 just nonstop about it. But like, how was it like in Mexico?
Same thing. Mexico is a bordering country to the U.S., but that's the only thing they were talking about too. So I'm sure it was like that probably all over the world. It is a pretty big fucking traumatizing event.
Yeah.
At least for this country. But yeah, I was in Mexico, chilling, having a normal day in bed. For some reason, like I had like afternoon school that day. I don't know why. I don't remember. 5th grade also, I remember that. And then all the news, that's all they fucking talked about. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember going to school, and I remember.
But I assume, I heard it 5th grade. How old was I? 10, 11?
Yeah, I was 10.
Yeah, 10. Even though I saw it and I saw all of it, I think I was still. At the end of the day, I was in Mexico, and probably a couple of days later, I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was like a whole thing having to go. Yeah, just like an everyday thing after that.
Yeah, because I remember coverage a week later, it was still being covered, and I remember just being 10, and I was just remember like, man, this is a long time that they're still talking about this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was registered. It was a terrorist attack right then and there. I don't even know if I knew what a terrorist attack was. Being 10 years old. But like, yeah, I just remember I was like, man, like a week, 2 weeks, even a month later, I'm just like, they're still talking about this. I just thought it was just weird. I was like, I don't know. It was just like different. But like, did you see it in real time?
Not all of it, but I mean, yeah.
Same thing. I was in school.
Well, I mean, I think for everybody, it was just.
It's kind of crazy to watch it in real time, like especially as kids. Like our teacher, brought in the TV, like
during school.
Yeah, during school, early in the morning. That's what she was like talking about. I remember she was talking about it.
I'm sure it's one of those things where I mean, back in those days, it's social
before the internet.
Yeah, before the internet. Yeah,
and like I'm sure her.
So it just
teacher, she was curious.
All that just comes like, yo, did you hear about this? This just happened. It's not like you're seeing it on your phone, so like you want to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like she was curious to know what was happening, and she rolled in the TV, and we all of us like in class, we were just watching the TV, and we were just watching that shit just like happen. We're just like, I don't know, like I don't think at that age we kind of knew what was going on. But like, the years later, like now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, damn, that's kind of traumatizing to like see that shit like in a way.
Well, shit, imagine.
Well, yeah, imagine being over there. But I remember even being in school, like throughout the day, parents would come and just pick up their kids from school. And I'm just like waiting. I'm like, my parents gonna come pick me up? Nah.
Why? You fucking. Where were you, in Texas?
Yeah, I was here in Texas.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah, it was a weird time, 2001. And then, because I was big into wrestling during that time period. And I think from what I've read, because it happened on a Tuesday. Weird how I even know that, but excuse me. I think 9/11 happened on a Tuesday. So SmackDown happened on a Thursday. And I think SmackDown was the first big event that after 9/11, and I just remember that SmackDown episode, like I don't even think they wrestled, or if they did, but like the first like 20 minutes they had this like, I don't know, like the
memorial, like
yeah, basically like Vince McMahon, the owner of WWE, he came out to the ring and they had all the wrestlers all right there. They were just talking, kind of giving like this motivational speech and whatnot. Because I think like the baseball games and basketball games, I think I want to say they shut them down in a sense. But like from what I've heard, that was like the big first event happened. So
yeah, it was huge. It's a big event. It's like our generation's Pearl Harbor, except this was an inside job.
I remember when YouTube started, like around that 07,
hey man, I'm
08.
not even into conspiracies. We already talked about all the fucking crazy conspiracy theory people. 9/11 is an inside job.
No, but like I was a kid, whatever.
I saw the YouTube video.
Yeah, but like whenever YouTube started, and I just remember I remember hearing Immortal Technique kind of for the first time, just hearing all those things, and then just Googling it and going to YouTube, and you just see these conspiracy videos. I was kind of on that train. I remember Cody and I, we would just share videos like, yo, you see this and this. We were on that like type of thing. Fun times.
But shit, yeah. Imagine like all that, the whole, because even at that point, there had to be people that were like, yo, okay, that's a terrorist attack. And then even from back then, they're like, yo, that's an inside job. Starting seeing, all those little flaws in the footage, whatever. But like, man, how did it go from that to like the arguing that we have now with conspiracies now? It's just like fucking social media.
It's just social media.
Just amplified everything to the max.
I don't know how many social media there were back then. Yeah,
MySpace.
of course there was MySpace.
Was there MySpace there?
Yeah, there was.
In 2001, there was MySpace?
Oh, no, not 2001. Oh, yeah.
Shit.
See, I guess I didn't get into the conspiracy theories until like 07. 08.
Yeah.
So like I'm thinking MySpace right then. So but yeah, in 2001, I guess like message boards like AOL. And like what is it, IM or AIM? I don't know.
Instant Messenger.
Yeah, instant messengers. Like those message boards. I'm assuming those were like the social media at the time period.
Popping. So you got to meet single ladies.
Yeah.
In the message boards.
Yeah, I'm sure that you couldn't even upload a picture. Like,
nah, you're like, describe to me how you look.
Yeah.
The original catfish. I'm like, I'm good looking. Oh, I bet you are. I forgot where I was going after this, but yeah. How do you transition from 9/11? Dude?
I don't know.
George Bush doesn't like black people.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Please call.
I saw that video recently, dude. Oh man, Kanye West got some gems.
I haven't seen it. That was Katrina.
It was during the Katrina
Thing, right? Like the Red Cross.
Yeah, and you got all these celebrities try to get
Because
people.
he was with Mike Myers.
Yeah, Mike Myers right next to him.
He gave him the iconic look. Like, what did you say?
They didn't expect it. Because yeah, Mike Myers is just over here like giving his message. Kanye was George Bush doesn't care about black people, but then he goes and supports Trump.
I know.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Bipolar ass.
Rocking the red hat and everything. Just.
Hope it was worth it for him.
Old Kanye wouldn't. Old Kanye would slap new Kanye.
Yeah, that's how he lost Kim. Kim was like, I might be on the internet sucking dick, but I will not be associated with Trump.
With the Trump lover.
Yeah. Trump. Oh man, I'm sweating. You know. These conspiracies get me heated, man.
Was there any conspiracies theories like you as like a younger child that you were like, I kind of believe this?
As a child?
No, not
like,
as a child, but like, you know, as a teenager. You know, with like a teenager with during high school. Did you have internet during high school, computer at least?
Yeah, but
did you ever look up conspiracy theories and you were like, you know, this kind of seems pretty real?
Nah. I mean, at that point, when we call conspiracy theories, they really seem as that, you know, like some shit like only some people believed because their conspiracy, they're so far out of reach that like only some people are reaching there. That's how I used to see them. My brother was one of the first people that used to be onto all those YouTube videos. I'm like, yo, 9/11's an inside job. Like the whole thing earlier, I was just being stupid, but like, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, sure. Whatever, like I didn't care enough, but now you just hear it so much. It's different. I don't even know what was around there, man. When I first got internet, and there was like some soccer videos that were so popular. I was just so into them. Like that's mainly what I did. Soccer and porn.
That's good to know.
Look, man, you know, like that's what everybody did as soon as they got internet.
Hell yeah.
So
just type in, you're like, I could just look this up. I don't have to go to the pay-per-view.
I'll go to Google and be like, boobs. That's how I started off, all right?
Boobs. Did you clear the history? Or did you forget?
I mean, you're a rookie at everything. You're never a pro at something, so it came with some mistakes, all right? It's part of life.
Yeah, same. I remember like because my brother was the first person who had a computer, so I remember same thing, just looking shit like that. My brother was just like, "Hey, I see what you're looking at."
Yeah, like I don't know. I didn't know you could trace back where I just watched. Like, fuck, I'm new to the internet, man.
Yeah, and then he told me, he's like, you gotta clear every history. I was like, oh, thanks. I don't even think he told my parents. He was just like, I'm not gonna tell them. He's just like, I get it.
Yeah.
You're at that age.
I get it. You know.
But he was just like, but let me tell you, but you know, at that time,
do it right.
yeah, but at that time, he was just like, yo, virus, you're like, you know, we're still kind of bad. I don't think there was like virus protection, so he was just like, don't give me a virus. Cause
I used to believe those those random like hot girls near your area.
Oh, you click on it, you're just like,
yeah,
where you at?
Yeah, I probably broke a computer or two. It used to have like the same pop up as a MySpace, like the little message board. Yeah, man, I'm trying to remember my old.
Yeah, I remember having, like, the very first time just having a computer. I thought it was like the coolest shit. Like, having a computer. It was a gateway computer. I don't even know if there even exist, or even that company even exists anymore. Gateway, but the gateway computer, just big old monitor and shit.
Dude, I used to think those you know those the Macs that came in colors, like that clear. I used to think they looked so dope. I mean, I've seen them recently. It was like, holy shit! Like, it's just, I don't know. It was new.
Yeah, new at the time.
And expensive. Man.
A conspiracy theory I used to also believe during my 07, like when YouTube started. I think that was like kind of like the first thing I would just watch a lot, which is a bunch of random conspiracy theories.
Like what?
But it was the whole Tupac thing. They're like, Tupac is gonna come back alive in 2012 because he switched his name to Machiavelli. He faked his death. He's out living in Cuba. And I was just like, you know what? I believe this. His last album, he switched his name from Tupac to Machiavelli, and then he recorded it in 7 days, and it was like this 7-day conspiracy theory. And I was just like, I saw a bunch of videos. I was like, and then I was like the whole Suge Knight thing, and I was like, you know what? I kind of agree with this. And I would tell Cody, I was like, Cody, you gotta watch these videos, man. Like, Tupac coming back in 2012, and then 2012 happened, and nothing.
2012. It was the end of the world.
Yeah, that was another conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah. So there you go. Shit like that. But do you call that a conspiracy theory?
In a sense, yeah. Like,
Oh.
I mean, because people believed that the world was gonna end. They had their own theories of why it was gonna end. It's a
But
conspiracy
shouldn't
theory.
a conspiracy be like something that already passed? Like a lie? That's how I see.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a future conspiracy theory.
Because if that was the case, then the whole Y2K was the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
COVID's fake. We all know that. We're not really here. Money's not real.
It's not.
I mean, money really is not real.
Collect gold. It has more value.
Nah. Bitcoin's where it's at. Why you laugh?
I mean, it might be.
All right, this is where I was getting. Nah, I mean, I get it. Gold. They keep saying that shit about gold, but like, gold has value because we put value in it. Same thing as Bitcoin. Like, it just be. I don't know if you've seen El Salvador.
Yeah.
Like, they're accepting Bitcoin as a legal tender.
Yeah.
So I
heard about that.
That was like a big thing, dude. Like, people are getting paid in Bitcoin.
I want to get paid in Bitcoin. I think that's what I'm doing in the studio sessions. I only accept Bitcoin.
Yeah. Whenever we start doing like live streams and all that, and people do donations, we're like, Bitcoin or Dogecoin only. We're like, bam, 1,000 Dogecoins. Shout out to Dogecoin. I don't know where I was going with it. This whole Bitcoin thing, but it's a good thing in a way. But then, like, I don't know. When I started reading more into it, I also got a little bit scared. I'm like, what if, like, because money really is not real, and I wish I could explain it better.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to kind of explain.
But like, if more people start accepting like Bitcoin, and like Bitcoin becomes like the world currency, and if you don't have any Bitcoin, I don't know. I'm just like, I want some Bitcoin. Bitcoin, man. Like,
The Spanish accent's coming back.
yeah.
Bitcoin.
I mean, that's how you say Bitcoin in Spanish.
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
I mean, how long do you think it will take for the whole country, or not the whole country, but the whole world to even accept it? Do you even think every country will accept Bitcoin?
Nah. See, the way I'm starting to think now, getting frustrated. I think the way I'm thinking about money, to some it might be like a conspiracy too. Like I feel like banks, world banks don't want Bitcoin to become an actual currency because they control the value of everything. Like they just print their money whenever they want.
Yeah.
And if Bitcoin becomes like, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about it. I feel like I'm just gonna cut this whole part out because,
Decentralized?
yeah, there you go. But I still don't know enough to talk about it. I don't want to sound dumb, so I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna skip it.
For sure.
What else was I gonna talk about? I don't know.
We're coming up at 52.
Yeah, we're coming up 52, man. I'm just hot. This hot Texas weather. We're in September.
All right, another thing that's not conspiracy theory, climate change. That shit is happening right now, whether you believe it or not.
You're lying.
It's happening right now. People want to say climate change is going to happen 30 years from now. Nah, it's literally happening right now. And it's happening in front of our eyes. We just keep saying it's happening later.
Texas,
it's happening now.
Texas has its own little ecosystem. I don't know if ecosystem is the word. We're like, we get all kinds of weather within the same week.
Yeah, the other day it was hot. I took a less than a 2-hour nap. I wake up and it's like raining. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how? And then like it rained for a little bit, but then it went away and I was like, this is weird. But that's not a conspiracy theory. That's science.
Science, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's happening now. It's not a conspiracy.
Man.
But that's it. I'm done.
I don't know. I thought my Bitcoin thing was going to go into further, but I don't know. I just got confused. I'm like, what am I talking about, dude? What else am I going to talk about? Comedy. Oh, real quick. Yeah. September 17th through the 19th. Hopefully we put this up by then. There's going to be a LatinX comedy festival here in San Antonio. Didn't we talk about that? I don't like that LatinX term.
Yeah, I remember we brought it up a while back.
Yeah, so it's called Hot Comedy Festival. It's gonna be just some shows at different venues, but like some shows are gonna be at that Josters, which I got a chance to go and check out last week. It was dope, man. Cause I feel like I want to start talking more about comedy. I remember when we first, we're getting ideas about where the podcast was gonna go. Definitely music, but like, man, I'm so curious about just the local comedy scene. We've been to that LOL Comedy Club. There's a few other comedy clubs that just have like just comedy nights where all these comedians get to go and practice their material. And that's what I got to experience, dude. It was a trip.
Was it good? Was it funny?
It was good because I went there to like, I know, and I could tell how hard it is to stand up on that stage and try to be funny with a crowd that I don't know, they're just there to be there.
Yeah.
And it was like under 20 people. So like, how do you like entertain that crowd? And you get hecklers over here like talking shit and the comedians have to like snap back at them. So that was pretty funny. They did their thing. We were sitting right there in the front, so I got he made fun of me too.
What did he say about you? If you can remember.
What the fuck did he say? I don't even remember. I was like, man, I'm not
Did
even.
you talk shit back?
Nah, because I was just laughing. I was like, dude, you're doing a good job. I think I told him that. I don't know why.
Because he was.
Yeah, but like, yo.
Support your comedian friends.
Support comedians.
Yeah, support comedians.
They're artists too, man. It's a hard job. Like, it's a hard job.
No, I bet.
Because a lot of people, like, I just before we even started the podcast, like, all I would listen as far as podcasts was by comedians. So I know the whole process of what it takes to be a comedian and actually make it is the fucking persistent ones. Like people that went through like a bunch of years of like just talking to dead crowds and like just pretty much just practicing their craft in front of crowds that were not there to see them, or even if there's sometimes where they do well, they do bad, all kinds of shit. So like I don't know, those people really putting themselves out there, and statistics will say like a lot of them are gonna give up. So I don't know, I wanted to make sure their jokes were laughed at, man. That's a hard job.
No,
that's it. Shout out to all the comedians. Shout out to all the certified lover boys out there.
And shout out to all the conspiracy theories.
Shout out to all the San Antonio girls.
We love y'all too.
Shout out to George Bush and Kanye West.
George Bush does not care about black people.
He doesn't. I don't know. You think Joe Biden cares about black people?
No.
Who do you think would win in a fight between Trump and Biden?
I saw that. If that happens, I'm gonna have to say Trump.
Dude, same thing. Like
Trump seems a bit. Like Trump could do a line of coke and probably fuck him up.
I don't know, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if you made me vote between Joe Biden and Trump on who would win in a fight, that'd be a chance where I would vote for Trump.
Yeah, because you can already tell Biden's a bit slower. He's older
fucking
but slower.
Sleepy Joe fucking fall asleep halfway through the fight.
You give Trump an Adderall or some coke, and he's gonna wreck shit.
Yeah, I mean he'll probably want to use some guns too.
He doesn't even know how to use a gun. I bet you he's all pro gun. I bet you he doesn't even know how to like shoot.
Why you assuming? You saying Donald Trump's not a shooter?
Yeah, he's not a shooter. He never even shot his shot with Millennium.
He didn't shoot his shot?
Yeah.
So how do you get to marry her?
Money. She just saw that he was rich and he was like, hey. There you go.
Now I'm trying to remember something. I remember for a while we were talking a lot about Trump back in the podcast. And hopefully we don't get to talk about Trump again. Or Biden. Fuck Biden. I don't know. Vote for Kanye in next elections.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this
This
beer.
was the open bar podcast. Fuck you, man. This is a good ass beer.
You can have the other one.
I'm glad you don't like it.
You can have the other one.
I've been waiting over 2 years for this.
I'm not a fan of it.
Cause it's hot, maybe.
I think it's my first time trying a Martin House where I'm not a fan of this beer.
Whack.
The other ones were cool.
All right, we're gonna end the show here. This is the Open Bar Podcast. Thank you. Make sure you go and subscribe to our YouTube, please. Follow us on our socials at Open Bar Pod. This is it.
And make sure you check out our music reviews.
This is the end of the show.
2 guys, 1 album.
The end. 2 guys, 1 album.
Watch 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
First.